YouTube, welcome to the dojo. You're Samurai Man, and today with the Transformers Combiner Wars Off-Road, and he is the new Stunticon to replace Wild Rider. I'm assuming somewhere in the comics Wild Rider gets killed and then Off-Road comes to replace him, just like the same thing that happened with Slingshot where Alpha Bravo replaced him. So I don't even know, I'm just assuming. So anyways, very nice. Color scheme is just like Wild Rider, just like they did with Alpha Bravo. They kept it the same just so it wouldn't feel like a crazy transition. You know, you wouldn't be going through your withdrawals for not having them. Still get them regardless, but that's what they're going for. Very nicely done crimson-y red, metallic looking sparkly red paint. That's what we got going on here. It's very sparkly and dark crimson red. So I really like that. It's all around the windows. So very nice. Come around to the side. He's got kind of like a squiggly line. I imagine that's a very 80s and 90s design. I don't know why. Like, I just feel like it is like on Trailbreaker and stuff. Like, I see some trucks and cars that are pretty old and they have that like squiggly line, and you go to like, if you go on like the Metro bus and all that in the subway, you see like the seats have this pattern on them because they're old from like the 90s and 80s. So I don't know why that was a thing then, but it was, and I can appreciate it. So I like that little pizzazz on the side of the car. It's not all just gray. You got a little of that red pizzazz on it. So works for me. Nice silver applications done on the front here. We got like the grill done up in the silver. We got headlights here. We've got these high beams here. Chrome, or not silver here on the rims. Very nicely done. Got some gunmetal here at the top of the hood with the Decepticon logo. Nicely done there. And a nice dark bluish purple. Very well done. And I love how it's raised. This part here that's done up in the gunmetal, it's raised with the rest of the car so it stands out. Very nice. He is a pickup truck, it looks like. At least some sort of pickup truck. He's got like an empty bed. And then it looks like something can be on there, but to my knowledge, I can't get anything to stay. He does have some ports here as well, you can see, where you would think you could fit this on, but you can't fit his combiner ports. They do go on the side of the, as you can see, of the vehicle. As you were seeing earlier, he does have an axe that's weirdly shaped, but cool. I like the circuitry going throughout it. It's very nicely done. You can see some like circuits going through, and kind of looks like a trumpet action with this. Maybe he's going to summon the Dragon Zord, or he's going to summon the Menazord. Menazord. That's what I imagine is going to happen. Then they combine into Menazord. I don't know, maybe. But there you go. He does have a little peg on the side of the axe. You can store it on the side of the car. Maybe that looks like he's carrying it in his truck or something. I don't know, but it's one way to go about it. You can store it here in the back as well. Or maybe you can't actually. It holds a little too small. You can do it with this side of the axe, so again, if you want to make it look like he's carrying the axe on the back of his truck or something, you can. Not bad. That doesn't look too bad. It kind of looks natural-ish, sort of. But there you go. Very nicely done alt mode. I do really think this is a cool looking alt mode as far as pickup truck goes. Before I was saying I wasn't crazy about Ironhide being this truck just because he doesn't look like this in the comics. I think he will look pretty cool as his truck now that I'm seeing Off-Road in hand, honestly. I have to see Ironhide in hand, but he is, the more I see Off-Road, the more I think that Ironhide can pull it off. So that's a good sign. But anyways, let's go ahead and transform him. So transform Off-Road, we'll start here as always. Usually I start at the back or wherever panels separate, but take the sides here and separate them, take the back, and then unfold them just like the aerial bots. Nothing new, you just want to unfold them the exact same fashion. And then take these here bits and dab them in. There we go. Open them up. Bring it out. And as you can see, a very nice teal is being exposed here. Now his robot mode has a very bright teal against his monochrome gray and gunmetal and silver. So interesting design choice. Bring him around to the top. We're going to take this here hood, bring it around, and just bring it down here. It's on a double hinge. Take the arms, kind of fold them up. They're on hinge as well here. Let's see at the shoulder. You want to get it flat. It's very solid, but you want to get this here and just rotate it. There you go. Like I said, very solid, so you don't have to worry about it. And then just, there you go. Now the arms are lined up properly. Take this bit here, kind of just fold it in and see. There should be a click point. Oops. I'm not really sure where it is. Somewhere. I thought there was somewhere where it would click. But evidently, maybe it just sits here. You know what? I'm going to say it just sits here. I think, yeah, it just rests inside the little grooves there. There are actually two little grooves right there. It just rests there. That's it. Kind of disappointing because it is a big hollow gappiness there, so that's unfortunate. But anyways, take the arms, untab these flaps here, kind of just angle them how you want. And there we go, off-road. Not a too bad looking bot. But considering he's a brand new son of a shepherd who is new to the Stunticon, team, they did a good job on his design. I like it. So here we have off-road and very nice silhouettes. He is a bit chunky in the back there, but other than that, pretty nicely done. I do like the color scheme, how we've got this tealish color going along here with the dark crimsony metal red. We've got the monochrome gray, silver, and gunmetal going along him, so very nice. It all comes together very well. I like how we got some, pistony shocks detail going on at the knees that are painted in right there. Very nice. I love the details they've got. Lots of nicely done molded in. Hands have got some circuitry and such, so that's good. He does have panel hands, but it's not nearly as bad as what I've seen before because they're so small. Like the panels just go perfectly along his arms, so it doesn't bug me. They don't overtake his arm, so this is an acceptable use of it, so I'm okay with that. So that's fine. And I like these shoulders here. I do like these bits they put as the shoulders. A little bit of a shell forming, but it's okay, It's nice to see a little bit of shell forming every now and then. That way, keeps things interesting. You don't have to only see with animals and terrible figures. A little bit of shell forming just every now and then to make some armored bits, and I'm okay. Like, this works for me. I like this motif we got going on. So, all around, a good job. Bring in his weapon here, and he said bring in his weapon here, and he does have a double-barreled blaster. Like, it's a double barrel, so he's got like 4 barrels. So that's pretty cool, actually. Not really sure if it's a machine gun or a shotgun or what have you, but you can plug it into his hand, possibly. It's very tight. Some of these holes for the weapons are very, very small. Yeah, this one does not want to go in. So, there you go. I think I just barely got it in a little. This one was really tight. Not a bad looking weapon. I have to say that's pretty cool. There goes the firework. Or, if you want, you can put it on the forearm, which definitely, I think, looks a lot better. And it fits in a lot better. This one has a lot of detail on it, if you see. It kind of looks like an engine. Like, there's a lot of good detail going on that. So, I think that's pretty cool. Bring in the axe, and you can have the axe rest on his forearm. Like that. There's a hole for that, but why would you? So, this is, a handheld weapon, so you can. Bring up the axe there. Not bad. I think the axe looks cool, so I'm okay with that. And that's pretty cool. I do like him for what he is. So here we have off-road and a closer look. You can see he's got some nice silver done up in the vents. And again, the red. And I do like this Decepticon logo. The purple over the red does look really cool. So that's really nice. He does have an amazing looking head sculpt. I love the V-fin type thing we got going on here with the forehead crest and the vents on the side. He's got some segmented joints and pieces for his mouth and his face in general. Done up in that very lime green color, so that looks really cool. And again, the red eyes that go with the rest of his red really pop against the light green yellow of his face. So overall, this is an amazing head sculpt. This is one of the reasons why I did not have a problem getting him, was because his head sculpt was so awesomely done. So I don't have any issues with this. I really do think this looks really cool, and he's just a great addition to the team. So for his articulation, his head looks a good amount of down, but not really any up, and it does go side to side all around. It is on a ball joint. Same with his shoulders. They're on a ball joint as well, so they go all the way around. He does have these panels here that are on hinges that can kind of get in the way, as you can see. But, you can just move them and they're good. Plus, the hinges actually can use this as like armor or something if you want to have them angled. Not too bad. That's something you can use. Rotation at the bicep and a nice ratchet at the elbow. Always appreciate ratchet at elbows and knees, at least for me. Nothing at the wrist. That's pretty much it. And then his waist does rotate. And then his hips do have ball joints, so they go everywhere. And his thighs do rotate. And then his knees do bend pretty well. Considering he does have chunky legs, he does have pretty good knee bend. So I do like that. You can get some dynamic poses, especially with these armor bits that can move on their hinges. I'm sure you can get some sort of slide or something to that degree. So not bad at all. So here we have off-road with the rest of the Stunticon team, and he looks like a welcome member. He looks pretty good. He doesn't look too out of place. I think if you didn't already know he wasn't on the team, you wouldn't realize it. So not bad. I do like it. I think aesthetically he works in there. The colors are a bit darker, but it makes sense. He's replacing Wild Rider, so he's supposed to be more of that monochrome color. So I think he does fit in. So this is definitely, like I said, a welcome member. And we already do have Wild Rider regardless, so You don't want him, you don't have to have him. He's not infringing, he's just adding, and I like it. So there you go. So we're going to go ahead and transform into his combined mode. We're going to start with the arm mode, just because it is, as always, easier to go from robot to arm mode. And then we'll go to leg mode. So as you can see, I'm folding up his arms backwards, and what you want to do is there are tabs on the sides of the forearms. You just want to tab them into the sides of these little tabs here by the window right there. So not the most secure. I don't know why they give these tabs and tab holes, but they don't make secure like placement for them. I don't know why they keep doing that, but that's just how it keeps happening. But anyways, you want to have it like to that extent, or like maybe more like this. Yeah, you're not the greatest, you know, slots, but they get the job done. So anyways, have it like that. Fold his head backwards just because you don't want his head showing, and then push the combiner port out. There you go. Then bring the truck part, the front of the bed, or not the front of the bed, but like, well, yeah, the front of the bed and everything. Bring that forward, and then just pretty much retransform back. Get those two tabs into their spots. It is a bit difficult to do because you're not supposed to have the shoulder bits in the way. So they are kind of in the way when you want to tab in the front here, because there are two tabs by the tires that go into the top of the shoulders. So I'm going to do my best. But like I said, these bits are getting in the way, these shoulder bits. But there you go, I got it. I think it's going to stay for now. And that totally just moved these things out of the way. Yeah, so if you get one, the other's going to pop out. I hate when that happens, when you have like one part transformed, you try transforming another part, and the pressure is just so strong it pushes the other one out. And you just gotta keep going back and forth until you find that sweet spot. I hate when that happens. Like, that is the most frustrating thing ever for transforming stuff, is transforming one part and it pops another part out. That's just, it bugs the hell out of me. But anyways, there you go. You have that. Have the arm. And I believe he would be a left arm, because he's gonna be a left leg, I think. I think so. What I'm gonna do for my Menasor video is I'm gonna pretty much show off what what Menasor should look like as far as Combiner Wars is concerned, with the instructions and all that. And then I'm going to do, in the same video, I'm going to do also what the G1 version would look like. So I'm going to have two different versions of the same, of Menasor and different transformations, just so you could see what preference you would prefer, and what preference I prefer. So there you go. There you go. And there's an arm. Not a bad looking arm. Pretty sleek. I do like it. I like how it's chunky at the shoulder, and then it gets like slimmed down at the rest of the arm. And you just popped off. There you go. So yeah, I do like that. It keeps a little streamlined with the thighs and the hips, so that's nice. If you want, you can rotate it forward. That way it makes a little bit more of a chunky forearm. You can bring up... Damn, this likes to untab. I do not like this. It's untabbing. It's not a very strong connection. But anyways, yeah, you can do that, and then you can use the hips as a joint, I believe. Or not, actually you can't. Wow, they can't move. Just the way that the hips are made with the rest of the body. Wow, you can't do it. Oh, this thing keeps on transforming, and I don't like it. And let's see, let's try it the other way. Let's try it like this. You can't do it with this because you have this extra joint here. So maybe that's how it's intentionally made. But the only unfortunate side is you lose the cool, you know, design here at the bottom. But still, not a bad looking arm. I think this is you know, a nice arm. I think this can work. But he's really made to be a leg, so let's do a leg. And wow, this thing keeps popping off. Stop popping apart. Anyways, bring this up. Pretty much finish the transformation back into his vehicle mode. Do that. I'm just getting so tired of doing this leg transformation. It just gets, like, after doing it a million times, it gets boring. But there you go, do that. And then you got no, this is the bed of the truck. What am I saying? Anyways, keep the bed of the truck here like that. Bring the arms like this. Tab in the forearms to that panel. And then bring this part down. Bring this part down. I haven't seen the instructions. I don't ever look in the instructions for the limb modes. I don't know why. I just look at the boxes and then just kind of guess. But I think you want to have it like, yeah, like that. Yeah, you want to have it like that. And then we'll bring the leg up. And then take this bit here. And again, I have seen the instructions, or the box art as far as this goes. And they want you to have the pointy bit facing forward. So, this is what you should have going on for your leg mode. Not a bad leg. I like how the knee kind of sticks out. It looks like cool knee armor, like you would see, like basically it kind of looks like this where it comes out a little. So I do like that, how we got this going on. That's actually really cool when you look at it like that. That actually looks really awesome. So I can get on board with that. Very nice. Obviously I would prefer, oops, just untwisted out. I prefer to have it like this. It just makes more sense to me. That looks like a more appropriate leg. So cool. Oh, this is a really good leg overall. I would not mind having him in the leg mode. I'm probably going to still keep it with Dead End. I mean, Wild Rider. But definitely off-road if you didn't get the online release. Definitely get this guy. He is definitely worth getting. Even if you do have the online release, if you do have Wild Rider, get this guy. He's cool. I like him. I like him a lot. So, really cool. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe to my channel on YouTube, as well as follow me on Tumblr and Twitter at Mccation, and Instagram at MechasOfIronheart, where you'll find all my pictures, recent purchases, what's coming out, who's making what, just little sets I like to make, and all that good stuff and more. And anyways, guys, until next time, woo!